Go.
What's up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C, brought to you on phone.
And speaker.
There's my...
And speaker.
And speaker. I'm joined today with my trusty crewmates. We have Gingerbeard.
Hello.
And One-Eyed Josh.
Arr, mateys, how's it be?
Arr, you sound gay.
Shut up, bag.
Well,
Okay. Hurtful. Anyway.
one of our crewmates couldn't join us today. Unfortunately, he's busy. He will be on the Thursday's podcast, hopefully with our other crewmate, Mr. Unreliable. But,
AKA
Double shot Andy.
Yep. I forgot his name. That's how long it's been. I forgot his name already.
Yeah, well, and then so we'll get his whole rankings and thoughts on each episode on Thursday. We'll try and condense them. We'll make sure he understands that you gotta condense them. But today we are doing season 2, part 2, episodes 6 through 10. And boy, did they not disappoint.
Oh no. It got better.
Oh yeah, no, this season the last 5 episodes got way better.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with episode 6, aka Homecoming. Yeah. To the camp. She is found by Hal out in the woods on patrol. Honestly, I kind of felt like it was going to be one of those red flags. The minute you saw her, you're kind of like, is she really on our side?
Yeah.
I had a red herring feeling, so I got you.
Yeah, I kind of expected it also because it seemed a little, what's the word? Coincidental?
Coincidental.
How do you say it?
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, Hal is immediately smitten. Obviously. Ex-girlfriend and all. And, not really by choice.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was kidnapped. If I remember in the beginning, she was a part of, well, like a part of Hal's group in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, she was his girlfriend.
Yeah, and then she was harnessed, kidnapped and brainwashed.
And became the big alien plaything.
I thought you were going to say translator, but that sounds.
A little bit of both.
Well, I'll use her for that, to translate, but.
Damn straight.
But still, who knows what else they did to her? I mean, they probably experimented on her, so.
I'm not gonna lie, Ben called it immediately. He's like separated from the group. Also on this episode, unfortunately, Commander Weaver is bedridden because he's finally succumbed to his injuries from the harnesses. He is infected with what could be a deadly virus.
On the leg, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like he got bit bad, and he finally succumbs to it. So he's out of commission. Tom takes command, being that he's second in command, and it is rather touch and go because they've got complacent at the hospital. They've gotten used to having power, bed,
Shelter.
Hot water.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, you get complacent. You get complacent.
Yeah. So at first, there's hope, but then it always it goes off the window easily, It's kind of how it is. I mean, everybody's all happy and it's you know what? We're going to be okay.
I'm going down. I'm trying to remember her name because shit, I forget her name.
Who, Karen or Maggie?
Yeah, Karen. Oh, her name is Karen. I forgot her name.
That's her.
Yeah, she is a Karen. Her name is Karen.
A space Karen. Oh god, that's scary. A space Karen.
Yeah, so Karen is
Like
locked up
a
in
comic book.
prison. Is locked up in prison. Ben and her have a heart-to-heart conversation. She's playing both Ben and Hal.
Yep.
Yeah, it turns out that well, she was still still brainwashed, I guess, still
Under control. I would say under control.
under control. Yeah. Well, where is so when they pull a Trojan horse, I guess, kind of.
Yeah. You would call it Trojan horse. I mean, it's smart on them, honestly.
I will respect that. They were smart.
Rather brilliant using Karen as the Trojan horse. And it's odd that Ben wouldn't sense them, but that's probably the reason why Ben was so sketchy over it, that he did sense them. He did sense something in her.
And he was right.
And he was right. He was right. Unfortunately, he let other him dictate what was going on.
Yeah.
I think we all know, teenager, his lower half is in control.
Oh yeah. But the hormones would just kick in easily. Oh my.
Maggie was probably the only one who didn't fall for it, and good on her. Which goes into my favorite scene, a heart-to-heart from Maggie and Karen.
I forgot how that went down. Didn't Karen
Karen stabbed Maggie and threw her against the wall.
Yeah. I call her having she air yeeted her.
Yeah.
She what her?
Air yeeted her.
Air yeeted?
Yeah. You don't remember the?
I don't know what eat is. But
it's a term.
I never heard that term in my life.
So you see, I'll give you a quick explanation. You know how in like horror movies when there comes like paranormal situations, when a person gets thrown.
Yeah.
That's called getting air yeeted. That's basically what happened to Maggie. Karen air yeeted her.
I never knew that. Well, now I know. Thank you. So yeah, what she did in she air yeeted her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was it kind of made me angry because like I like Maggie and the fact that she tricked what tricked us also. Like,
yeah.
I feel
honestly, I honestly that I just wish that she tossed her.
That works too.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, no, she didn't toss her. She just threw her up against the wall. Also, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Yes, she tricked everybody. She tricked us. But there's a part of you that has to admit she was with the master alien for a while. So there's got to be something inside both of you that was kind of like, I don't know if I trust her.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they find her along with kids who were harnessed?
I also want to know what was with those. Was it because they were defective, or was it just like, you know what, fuck them? We're trying to lay a trap.
Well, I'm trying to remember when Rick got rejected after he told the aliens about their plans. Like I don't know if it was like that, or like you've outlived your usefulness.
Either that, or maybe they had grown past what they're allowed to be harnessed.
Or maybe they got like accidentally killed during some work they did, because You know, like, hey, yeah, like once you're defective, you're gone. You know, like that's what I'm thinking.
Well, like most insects, once you get sick, the colony kills you like ants.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, that was my favorite scene, the Karen and Maggie moment. Karen and Ben go to the roof where Hal catches them, and then Hal aids his gun, and Ben surprise attacks him.
Oh, you mean the wait, who again?
Ben surprise attacks Hal, knocking him out.
Yeah, because Karen like what got to him, I guess. Like,
well, no, I think Ben. Remember, in episode 5, Ben had planned to leave, and then he decided that like Karen is coming with him, and Karen's mission is to find the bad rogue aliens, which we find that out at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
When they're walking in the woods, and Ben tells her about the skitters who are going against them. And then, dun dun dun, it was a trap.
Which I'm like, come on, just give us a win, come on. You know?
Honestly, when the big guy came out of the woods, I just was like, well, fuck me.
That's what I said too. I'm like, wow, Karen, you bitch ass bitch.
I was like, you motherfucker, you bitch, what'd you do? No, like, I don't know why. Every time I see the tall aliens, I get a little scared because
I get angry.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking they're fucking like 8-9 feet tall,
and they don't have any amount of like sympathy at all. It's kind of like a Terminator, you know.
Honestly, they look like they're built. Honestly, it looks like they're built like a brick shit house where they can like fuck you up.
They're like a brick, built like a brick house.
Yeah.
He's a brick. Ow. He's a space brick house. Yeah.
Honestly, I gotta know, what were your two favorite scenes for this episode?
Well,
probably when Ben. I hate to say this, but when Ben knocks Hal out.
I'll be honest. Because you know, you thought the Karen was on like our side.
Yeah.
Well, their side. Then I think you find out it was a trick, and well, I used to like it, and I still like it actually.
Yeah.
When he knocked out Hal, I'm like, ooh, I feel bad now, because he was right. You know?
I liked it because Hal is like an ass to Ben a lot, and he still thinks he can be. I'm a bigger, stronger brother than you, and Hal's like, nah, bitch. Or Ben's like, nah, bitch, you're weaker than me now.
Yeah, you're more ignorant.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think Ben was just basically like, sorry.
No. Ben, I will give it to Ben. He could have made it a lot worse for Hal the way he knocked him out. He could have punched him. No, he just decided to put him in a sleeper hold, and that was, I think that was a very good way of, you know, being. First of all, it's less painful than punching your brother, and second of all, it's a little bit more peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, he could have he could have used his whole strength, but nah, his brother, you know,
So
yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Honestly, there really was nothing. I mean, Weaver survives the transfusions. Basically, the B plot storyline is Weaver's illness, which is solved by they find out that in extreme heat destroys the virus, or it was extreme heat. So basically, they have to pump blood out of Weaver's body,
warm it up,
into a burner, kind of to heat the blood up, and then put the cool blood back into the non-infected blood back into his body.
Yeah, the warmed up blood back into his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what destroyed the sickness. Which
Yeah.
was like, okay, fascinating.
So
Yeah.
that's all it takes, huh? Which is I mean, I'm sure. Well, there's other ways, but I feel like
Honestly, if you were a doctor, I would like one of the doctors from YouTube to
Review it.
this episode. Yeah, review this episode and just ask the question: do you think it is possible to do this with what they were working with? And I guarantee you, a doctor would be like, "Yeah, he's dead."
Yeah, no, he would have been dead. No.
well, so
Yeah, no, he's dead.
so is that easy? Well, then can we use heat to cure cancer or something? Because,
No.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, wow. Right. But I get it. They're trying to. Well, you know what? I would just not have him infected at all.
It's good human ingenuity.
I guess.
True.
But if you're going to add something as stupid as that, like a heat, well then, either have that happen, or here's two scenarios: either he dies, or he never gets infected at all.
Or, well, I mean, there's also the one scenario you're not talking about is blood transfusion, which would have been possible because you have to find
The type.
you have to find an O type blood because it's universal blood, which would work. Or you'd have to find his blood type, which would be incredibly difficult because I have a feeling that the doctor that they have is not trained to find blood type.
No, but also I think they're doing a reverse. But what they were doing was a reverse blood transfusion, which in theory could work with certain diseases, or sicknesses. But
it's an alien disease, and from what they noticed, that heat, and they're like, well, heat seems to slow it down. And it's like, well, what if heat doesn't slow it down? What if you made it worse? You know, you're playing with cards, man.
No. I mean, literally, they weren't playing. They literally were just going on hunches. But their hunch turned out to be correct in the end. So,
Look, sometimes trusting your gut works.
yeah.
That's Paul.
All right. Well, let's see. What are we going to grade this episode? Remember, folks, our episodes for TV shows are 1 out of 5 stars. Or you know what? I'm going to give this episode a 3 dead Skinner out of 5.
Well, 3-2. Yeah. Yeah.
3.5 Skinners out of 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess it did have some moments, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the best parts of this episode are the Karen, Maggie, Hal, and Ben parts.
Yes.
Anything that dealt with Commander Weaver and his illness, kind of were like, all right. Well, he's magically going to get fixed, and he's going to be all better again. Let's get back to the others.
I would have had his daughter stay and just offer a blood transfusion because
No, honestly, that's good foreshadowing, John, because his daughter does come back in the series. Ooh.
yeah, that is true. A little spoiler, but yeah, well,
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Well, so maybe that's why it happened, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. You know.
Yeah.
Honestly, the next episode, my favorite episode of the series. We're getting to episode 7. Episode 7. Molono Lab. L-A-B-E. Lab.
Like,
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Molono Lab.
I don't have that
I
either.
don't know what that means.
neither do I. You're good.
Well, so what's the basic summary of it?
Can I do this one?
I got it. No, I got it.
Oh.
Sorry, Josh. One eye, sorry.
No, dude, I do the summaries, remember?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So what is it?
Episode 7. The big tall alien gets captured.
Where's this?
This
episode.
This is the episode. So Karen leads Ben to the trap. Tom is not too far behind with Di and the others, and they Uno reverse trap.
Yeah.
Yep.
By capturing the big guy, and they take alien. Commander Weaver recovers incredibly fast, I might add. Incredibly fast.
Indeed.
That's Paul.
And Hal. Oh yeah. And Tom and the rest ride in with the big guy alien, and basically Weaver's saying, "Come on, Tom, we gotta go." And he's like, "We will, Weaver, but I got you a present." Dun dun dun.
The big guy. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously he's not. Well, Weaver isn't what you happy to see it. Which is an understatement.
No, he's not. He's not happy to see it. Although I would be, because I'm going to be honest with you. You captured a big, tall freak.
I would too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be extremely proud. I would be like, hell yeah.
I would sell to the circus.
No shit. I will. No, then they take him to the holding cell where they held Karen.
Yeah.
Familiar surroundings.
Yeah. And
Ben cannot be close. Unfortunately, we figured that out because, like the Skitters, the big tall alien can enter his mind and control him. Well, not control him, but use him as his universal translator.
Yeah.
But it's a two-pronged problem because as he enters Ben's mind, Ben enters his mind and finds out that the red-eye Skitter revolution is actually pissing him off and causing much more
Problems, and he's afraid.
And I love when Tom is like, it's like, wow, you're really trying hard. You're trying really hard to get rid of us, huh? It's like I feel smug and like I love it. It's like, did you really expect? She's like, did you really expect us to just
Sit back.
Yeah, surrender and be killed? Come on.
My favorite scene. I'm gonna go into it real quick.
Okay, Lena, you're jumping.
Oh yeah. Well, no, yeah. Well, let's what you.
Unless it supposedly comes up right now.
It does.
Right,
Yeah.
So my favorite scene is where they Uno reverse the trap. That the remaining of the aliens are like, okay, listen, if you take another step, we'll blow up your leader. Here's the deal.
Okay, so you jumped way too far ahead.
I don't think I did, but okay.
Yeah, well, don't you remember?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, dude. One eye. That's the end of the episode.
I'll tell you my favorite part when Tom injured him. Yeah, and
He deserved that shit.
and the screech he made was kind of was I was like, yeah.
Honestly, that's my favorite part. But again, I wish you two. I wish One Eye didn't jump so far ahead.
I know, like, come on, like
There's so much better stuff in this episode, man.
How do you forget about
How do you forget about the little? How do you forget about the little guys? How do you forget about Karen threatening them, basically surrounding the entire hospital and closing them, and then sending in the little guys to go?
Alien spiders, I called them.
Yeah. Oh god.
That was not fun.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh.
That was not fun. I was like, okay, now you got Skitters, you You got these fuckers, and you got alien spiders. Come on, man.
What's
No, then
what's
when they
next?
took out they took out SPD Red Ranger.
Oh yeah.
No, SPD, no.
That was the guy that dies because of the spiders is the Red Ranger for SPD.
The nurse girl's
Her boyfriend.
Yeah.
who's still what too old for her. They just
No shit.
No shit,
He's
dude,
like,
but I give you-
he's like what, 15?
She's like 16 or 17, and he's like 25.
our age, probably.
Dude, she does not look. She looks 14 at best.
Oh God. Well.
I mean, I'm gonna say something, and I know it's wrong, but it's the apocalypse, and no one gives a shit about laws at that point anymore.
Well, I mean.
Wait, let's think about it this way. You watch Walking Dead. Half the shit they do in The Walking Dead is illegal, anyways.
Except, yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's not gross.
Oh, I mean, I'll definitely say it's fucking gross.
Yeah. But in your defense, that's the
In defense of just any law breaking in the apocalypse, no one gives a shit about laws no more.
I mean, to be honest, One Eye's girlfriend does look like a 15-year-old. So I mean,
don't do that. Don't fucking.
Well, I mean,
you have a point there.
Is there listening? You're not
He's
telling us, Josh?
he's the one who brought this in. You brought this in.
No, I'm not telling you that.
I brought him.
No, I'm not what you are trying to insinuate. So fuck you.
I
don't want to insinuate anything. How dare you?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Ginger.
So is this is a horrible question. So
Just say it.
so that's okay in the apocalypse. How about
Just say it, bro. What is it?
incest?
No, it's even worse. That's morally wrong as well. I mean, both are morally wrong.
I see that totally wrong. I see a grown ass man having a relationship with a teenager. Wrong, in my opinion.
I mean, it's still wrong. I'm not denying that it's not wrong. I'm just saying people are less forgiving in the apocalypse because shit's going on around them.
I'm not trying to say.
Honestly, the question would be it's 2012 when this episode is made. So the question would be is he's supposedly playing what's supposed to be like a 22-year-old or at best 23-year-old, and she's supposed to be a med student, or at best she's supposed to be 17. That would be age appropriate. She does not look 17. We brought this up in season 1 where she looks 14.
Yeah,
I will give you she looks 14, but she does mention I won't say it further, my bad.
Okay, well.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that episode when we get to it because it's like towards the end.
Alright, so continuing on. Alright, well, continuing on with the episode debrief before we jump ahead and give our favorite scenes.
Well, mine's still Department.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, so basically, Tom puts the alien in the prison cell. He goes out. Karen and the other aliens have surrounded the hospital and basically said that they'll be coming in. They're only stopped because their boss is inside. And the little aliens are starting to come around because Hal, Maggie, and the others are trying to find another way out. And they find an underground tunnel where they get the door open, and that's when they see a surprise.
What?
Who was that?
No, I knocked something over by accident. It's fine.
Okay, that's when they get a little surprise. The spider aliens come out, which we find out that they're all over the effing place. In the vents, in the underground tunnels, in the basement where Matt, Tom's girlfriend, and the nurse are. where SPD dies. What a way to go, man. That is a horrible death. Their inside is, I mean, when they came out of his mouth, I was like,
Yeah.
God.
It gave me chest burster vibes from Alien.
Honestly, I would. I carry a gun just for that moment so I could blow my head off.
Same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they laid eggs in him.
They did, I think.
God, it reminded me of Alien. The only difference is it's not a chest popper where it comes out of chest.
It's
a mouth popper.
In Alien, it's called a chest popper when the alien baby comes out of the incubator's chest, because that's how the egg gets incubated.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go a little off topic here. That kind of reminds me of Spaceballs.
Where it's from?
That's Aliens.
That's an alien. That's an alien.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh my baby, I love my honey. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So they find out. So Nurse, Tom's girlfriend, stepmom, and Matt are in the basement, hiding in where the oxygen tanks are stored. Spiders are outside the door. Looks like they can eat through metal. They're trapped, and the only escape is a vent that Matt is the perfect size for. But they're also in the vents, which kid's got balls. I don't know if I could have done it.
I'll say.
But you know what? In a life and death situation, and your only way out is to go through the vent, you're probably gonna go for it.
If this was R-rated, you probably.
It'd be 10 times worse.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It'd be 10 times worse than R-rated.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah. So I'm glad it's not. So
I enjoyed that Tom goes down with Pope and I think died.
Huh? Oh, I can't
remember.
I'm pretty sure that one of his crewmates are killed by like when Karen
Oh yeah.
Which was fucked up. I hate that.
Yeah, Karen kills. She opened fires on this dude in the parking lot, which was like, holy shit. And the guy was unarmed, and he's trying to make it, and it's one of those moments where you're kind of like, you really are dicks.
Yeah, you are fuckers. Fuck you.
Which and when she
I felt bad for Benny.
Who?
Benny, the guy, Benny's the guy who sent that guy into certain danger.
Yeah.
He's the one who's like, no. He's kind of upset because, they're like brothers, I guess. The show doesn't. That's the one thing about this show I hate, is that they really don't dive into like side characters. So it's that, oh, you guys are like best friends and brothers. He ends up dead in the episode. Like, I wish we could have seen this, because this is supposed to be an emotional moment. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
The one thing I've noticed so far about Falling Skies, and this is something I'll say, either you start off as a side character and then you build your way up to being one of the main characters, or
you're gonna die.
Or you just die, yeah.
Yeah, like Rick.
Yeah.
His death was just Yeah.
It was supposed to be satisfying. It was not satisfying because he was no longer a dick. And then he died.
Yeah, you just feel bad at this point. You're like, well, I mean, I wish you had died when you were a dick, not when you were turning your life around.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big smack in the face. It's like what?
Someone need a drink. You want one more?
I guess so, sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. It's kind of like a big ass middle finger to you, I just.
So Matt gets to the vents. Pope and Tom rescue him. The spiders are coming through. They're shooting. These fuckers are indestructible. Like, you have to hit them like a bunch of times to kill these things.
Yeah.
They get to where Tom's girlfriend and the nurse are. They make a homemade flamethrower with oxygen tank. Excellent.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
It was good. It was good. And they escape. They get out. They get outside. They witness. No, they don't witness it. They're told about what happened, about the shit that just went down. And basically, Tom goes into the room with Ben, and the alien is not letting Ben go, and that's when Tom shoots him, which was satisfying.
yeah, I agree. I'll be honest.
And
I'm sorry.
oh yeah, Steve.
Any time I see an evil alien get hurt, it just makes me happy, you know, because like you just want what sort of justice, you know.
Honestly, I wanted them to go through with the C4. This is why. Is that they set up the trap. Karen falls for it immediately because she's so cocky. She's like, I'm so bad. She's just walking with her bad self in there, and she thinks she's got the upper hand on these people. She's like she's the winner. Then she gets into the room where the alien's hurt, and she cares for him, and that's when they reveal that like if you don't back off, everybody dies.
And if you don't, your boss will die. So you know.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it's not a good look for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I thought was a badass scene. Honestly, that's probably if it wasn't for the alien getting shot, this would be my favorite scene.
yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you see a villain would just would get angry at the heroes, like it just like after like so many losses, it feels good.
All right. Any other words? Are you here?
What no?
No, I'm good.
All right. Our grades for this episode. I give it a 5.
Really?
Wounded tall alien out of 5.
I give it a 4 because there's no like a perfect episode, you know. So
well,
far,
for me, it's perfect. For me, it's perfect.
I'll give it a 5 crying blue alien bitches out of 5.
blue alien bitches.
I mean, who's blue?
Carrot? Blue eyes? Wait,
No, the blue alien. The tall blue alien.
blue? I thought
He blue?
Red.
I thought it was gray. Hey,
No, he's blue, dude. He looks
No,
blue.
he's gray.
you got blue eyes? What the fuck?
Are you colorblind?
No, he looks blue.
How the hell is he blue? Like you're
He's
blue.
gray.
Okay, maybe he glows blue or something. I don't know.
Look him up. That's good. You're thinking of the spikes because they go blue. Yeah, I want to see how one eye reacts.
What's going on?
I'm waiting on one eye to look it up.
Oh, he's looking it up. Okay.
It's taking forever.
It could be the blue. It could be the blue tint from the TV. But they're supposed to be gray.
Are you still looking it up? Okay, here.
Oh, well, they are technically gray, but they do have a blue tint to them.
It took you a while. Jesus
They
Christ.
do have a blue tint to them.
Dude, that's the TV screen, you moron.
Oh, well.
Well, okay. So you get a 5 gray aliens.
Yeah, 5 gray aliens.
Okay.
5 blue bit. 5 crying bitch gray aliens.
All
Out
right.
of 5.
What the
All right.
fuck? All right.
All right.
Moving on.
The next episode, which is The Road to Charleston, is that the title. It's the Death March. Death March to Charleston.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Death March to Charleston. So basically, in this episode, they're on the run. They're leaving. They're heading to Charleston. They have a lot of gas. There's no way that they have this much gas to get to Charleston from where they started. But that's just a nitpick.
I actually have my notes on that. So
Go on.
yeah, so apparently in this episode you find out one of the Pope's guys, turns out he used to be a gunnery sergeant.
Gunnery sergeant of the Marines.
Yeah. And
It makes sense.
He also clearly has PTSD.
especially after he saw his friend get.
I would say even before that, but yeah, even after that, maybe did it help the PTSD.
Well, also I'm sure it made a lot worse because
It doesn't help that the guy who died in the last episode died the same way as his Marine pals died in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it doesn't help that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and because of that, he thought about leaving. And I'll be honest, I understand.
I kind of agree with it.
Yeah.
You're
He just can't handle it anymore, you know.
You know, you didn't sign up for this. You know, you were brought in by Pope and the others to be part of the second mass. You were thinking like, okay, we're going to be survivalists. We're not going to really fight. We're going to run. And next thing you know, we're going to fight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I get that. Like, I'll be honest, I like Protector. He's very honorable if you think about it, because
He's an honorable. He's got honor in him. He's not just a lackey. He's got brains. That takes a lot.
Can I be honest?
what?
When I first heard his name, I thought they were calling him Tractor.
I think he is called Tractor.
It's probably a nickname or something. He tracks over the aliens.
Tractor. I think they call him Tractor, but he goes. I think his real name is Hector.
Oh yeah.
Which honestly, it might not even be his real name. Remember, this is the apocalypse. He could have given him a fake name.
That's possible too.
Although I don't think they did because he goes by Gunnery Sergeant, and that takes a lot of ranks.
I think Protector's is his last name, surname. Like
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
it sounds like a surname. Like, I don't think I'm sorry. I'm saying like I wouldn't give a kid like a name like that, you know, because
I think it was his first name. I don't remember his last name. I think he does say it. I don't remember it.
well, either or, like whatever. Like I like how like he and Weaver have a heart. Well, not heart. What do you say, heart to heart?
Yes.
I would say heart to heart because Weaver notices that he doesn't act like a normal fighter. He's got training.
Right, more experience. Yeah.
Yeah, which I respect from Commander Weaver. Commander Weaver knows his people. He knows who's been trained and who hasn't. So clearly, he's got training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another interesting fact. So this episode's very interesting. So Hal, Maggie, and Pope are scouts on this mission.
Oh yeah, he's like in the back of the truck while they're having a conversation.
Beer cans.
He pees in them, right?
Yeah, I think so. And he also
God, I love Pope sometimes.
Me
I
too.
love Pope. Pope is fun because Pope is like, can we please? And he's helping them out
Yeah.
too, which I do like. I do like that. There are moments where Pope can be a dick, but there are also moments where Pope is actually
A nice person.
yeah, he's actually nice and he's actually helping. But I also think he gave Maggie good advice, and the reason why is that like Maggie clearly has been hiding something from Hal.
Yeah.
Do I honestly? I'm gonna get into it, and it's an interesting reveal, but I didn't think much of it when they're driving and their truck breaks down, and Pope is deciding that he's gonna fix it. Hal has to go to the river because they need water for the radiator, and Maggie and Pope are kind of sitting there, and Pope knows Maggie's secret, and he basically tells him, you can't lie to the kid. You either tell him the truth or leave him.
Yeah.
Which is good advice. I mean, it is good advice because you can't form a relationship on lies.
It never ends well.
No, it does not. So Maggie decides to tell Hal the truth, which is that she used to be a drug addict after the whole cancer thing, and she hung out with a bad person, got pregnant, and ended up having the kid in jail.
And gave it away.
And it was well, she had no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a boy. And honestly, after this reveal, and part of me was sitting here, and Hal was quiet, and there's part of me that's like, that's it?
That's the big reveal.
That's the whole thing? I thought she was going to tell me, I thought she was going to say she was gay.
Well, she had herpes or something.
Or she can't get pregnant or something. Right?
Yeah,
I
but
thought that was good. I actually thought Ginger Beer's thing was actually more realistic than what when I said she has herpes. I actually thought she was like, I'm sterile. I would have been like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Hal cares about having kids right now.
yeah. Well,
Well, I just hate how she reacted to his reaction. Like obviously like it's like she wanted him to say something, but he couldn't say anything because
yeah, he's just been told, like, he just got, like, it was just like, it's a bombshell of information, which I understand why Hal went quiet and is like, yo, I need to think. Like, I need to think. It's now like, yeah, it's like, I don't know how to process this information. You were in prison, you had a kid, and you expect me to not have feelings for you or to hate you for some reason, and I don't know why.
yeah, you're, like that's the vibe I got from her. You know, like what is like what do you want from him? You know, like he can't. I don't know. It's complicated, you know. It's like it's all about.
Honestly, I thought Hal's reaction, I thought Hal's situation to the whole thing was actually mature and proper, because it's probably how I would react too, where it's like, okay, so you were forced to give up your kid. Why do you want me to hate you for that?
Is she expecting to be jealous or something or what? I'm like.
Honestly, after the whole bombshell, and then when the lights, like when the white lights came on, I was like, oh shit, no. I thought we were going to have a moment where they find the crash and Hal's dead, Maggie's dead, Pope's dead. I was like, no.
same.
Oh no, I love Pope, my
I love
boy.
these guys. I love these guys. I didn't want them to die. So like when we get to the caravan, they picked up a kid.
Oh yeah, a girl. Yeah.
Yeah, they ran over a harness kid.
Oh yeah.
And they broke her harness, which I don't know how is she not dead, because from what we're told is that if the harness is damaged, it automatically kills them. So, like, what happened?
Well,
It could be that they broke it up. It could be one of two things. This is my personal theory. One, she's either A, developed tolerance to the thing and she didn't go into withdrawal symptoms, or B, it cut her off at the base. So whatever it was technically still pumping the whatever was in there, it just no longer is active in the fact that like it's controlling her brain.
Yeah.
Also, it could help that her skitter's dead.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say something before that. Like.
Go on.
So apparently, Pope is a dad.
Oh yeah, I said Pope has kids. This is very interesting.
I was like, what? Shut up.
A boy and a girl.
God damn it. And he's a criminal. Wow. Okay. Well,
Didn't we learn this in season 1?
He does mention he has kids, I think, once.
I remember.
But in the heart-to-heart talk that he has.
It was the heart-to-heart moment with Tom in the 3rd episode, but he doesn't mention their genders. He just says that I had 2 rugrats.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's alluded that they might be dead. This is the first time he's really talked about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I hope that we get a reunion. Here's my hoping, and this is just me. I hope we get a reunion with either one of Pope's kids and Pope, or we get a reunion with Maggie and her son.
I don't think we're gonna reunion with Maggie and her son. It was a baby. If anything, that son's dead.
That's true.
Where's the toddler? Right? A random.
Also, how is Maggie gonna recognize her kid? Like they've been apart for a long time.
Well, probably.
I mean, just a random person joins the group, and they do like I don't know a blood test or something, and like for some reason.
Why?
Maybe there's a virus that's going around. Who knows? It's a possibility.
Birthmark.
That's another reason why.
Yeah. You get a birthmark on his back, like me, and there's that.
Honestly, that sounds interesting. We don't know when she had the kid. It could have been, 4 months? It could have been 2 years. I'm gonna say it now. That kid's dead.
Possible.
If it's alive, great. I don't think we're ever gonna meet.
Yeah, I guess it's not that. It's probably not that
important.
What's the plot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not. I'm just saying. Who knows?
I do kind of.
There's only 3 seasons left after this, so I mean, what? Anything is possible.
True. I mean, the only one thing I really do hope to see is one of Pope's kids, because I do want to see maybe his redemption arc as a dad, but that's about it.
All right. Anyway, continuing on. So basically,
you were. I'm sorry. You said they met a girl whose harness is broken, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they basically ran over a girl, had her have a little heart-to-heart. He has a journal about what he expects from Charleston and all that stuff, and he's excited, a little nervous. He wants to have her come with him, and he invites her with them, and then we have this whole kind of plot where, like, they're driving. It's where we learn a whole bunch of backstories about, like, Hector and the captain have their heart-to-heart moment. Tom and his girlfriend have heart-to-heart moments and stuff like that. The nurse is slowly recovering from losing her boyfriend or the love of her life. Which I want to go with.
Well,
it can't help. Also, she's lost her faith. You can clearly tell.
She's lost her faith in Jesus.
Yeah, she is. No.
Well, I'll be honest. Is that really the time or the place to worry about that? So.
Well, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's 2 ways that they could have handled this with the faith thing. She either completely is destroyed and no longer believes in God, or she doubles down and creates a cult called the Cult.
The Cult of Aliens.
Yeah.
The Cult of Skitters.
Yeah, they're called the Skitters. Where instead she becomes a harness person and then leads a revolt. Becomes their Jesus.
Yeah.
She holds a Bible of an alien on it.
Yeah, no. That's two ways that could have been handled. I think they're handling the proper way, where she loses her face, but she keeps her personality.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
I mean, well, look, you met space aliens, so
And their dicks.
What?
And their dicks.
Yeah, and so if they're real, then is there a God? Is Jesus an alien?
Chances are there probably is a God, and he's probably like wasted and like, woo!
I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna create that and that and that. Ooh, oh yeah, these guys.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with these guys.
Yeah.
No, they're tentacles.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Only Japan.
Yeah, anyway, so they're driving to Charleston. They finally get to Charleston, where they find the bridge is out.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a moment of hopelessness, where it's like, damn, and then Weaver pulls them all together, which symbolizes that he's a good commander, keeping them together.
He really is.
And then they have the moment where the guy from their old command is still alive.
Oh yeah, Porter. Yeah.
Porter.
I was surprised.
And they bring them to Charleston. This is a fucking mall. It's a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live in a mall.
Which gave me Day of the Dead vibes.
Or Dead Rising.
Definitely.
Dead Rising also, yeah.
So they get there, and that's kind of the end of the episode. They make it to Charleston, and Hal and Pope and Maggie all make it. So this episode, that's the end of the episode.
I think you find out Charleston is destroyed, but it's hinted it could be below the ground. It's kind of like a fake out,
Yeah, that's what they're kind of going on. But anyway, so that's the end of the episode. My favorite moment of the episode is the Pope and Maggie scene. I just think Pope, honestly, I'm going to say it now, and I'll say it to anyone out there. It's like Pope is definitely leaning in on ex-father vibes, because he's giving her some really fatherly advice, and basically telling her straight up, like, either tell the kid the truth or dump him.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not gonna end well.
Well, I mean, it's good advice. It's still good advice.
Oh yeah.
It is still good advice.
So, what's your guys' favorite scene?
Can I go? Gingerbeard? Okay. My favorite scene is probably the heart-to-heart scene between Matt and the harness girl that they're having.
I call her Matt's me and girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I like them. I like that because it's Matt basically being able to be a kid in this scenario, and I thought it was weird at the end that there's a Skitter that she calls her brother that she ends up leaving with.
It's not weird, dude. When you're in an adopted relationship from Skitters, and you're surrounded by a bunch of other random kids, eventually they become your family.
Okay.
yeah, well, it's if you notice her appearance with all the scales or the warts on her,
She's in the process of
Becoming a Skitter, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure her brother went through the whole process.
Dude, he was clicking, right, when he appears. Like,
He's gone.
I think he's the Skitter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone.
There was clicking going on behind that head, so I have a feeling he's already becoming a Skitter. because they didn't show it, which would tell me it's not is as disturbing as you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Your turn, Junior.
And your favorite moment?
I would say the speech Weaver gave the group after like
It was inspiring hope.
it really was, yeah.
That was a good speech.
Yeah, it made me
Episode. Oh yeah, Knief.
it made me respect him even more, you know. Well, like he's still like his ship, even though he could be a hard ass. He's still a good leader, so.
Hey, look, Weaver stay winning, dog. He stay winning.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nothing to slow him down.
Oh no. Well, so yeah, that was my favorite part of all of them.
All right, now for we have a name for our grades out of 5. I'll give this a 3. It wasn't the best episode. It was okay. It was rather interesting learning about certain characters' backstories and how they and what they've gone through and what they went through. That was interesting.
It was. Yeah.
For the most part, it was rather. It was interesting, but you could say boring.
Yeah, a little bit. I might have skipped a few scenes. So yeah, so that's.
Yeah.
You too.
All right.
Oh,
My grade's 4 out of 5.
Really?
I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was boring. I think the next episode, pretty much the other one, next episode was though.
Well, I give it a 3. So.
This just goes to show everybody, One Eye is just
He's forgiving.
It's a detriment to him sometimes. It really is. 'Cause he likes. There are times when you like absolute turd.
You would. I'll be honest. You probably wouldn't make it to be a movie critic, because.
I don't think he would be make it as a movie critic, because he'd be the only critic. They'd be like, "Come on, guys, it wasn't that bad."
That's not true at all.
Yeah. Attack.
You're acting like my grandpa said what he said was true. Is that you're like me, One Eye. You've never seen a movie that you don't like. I'm like, that's not true. I've seen movies that I don't like. I'm not gonna give it a crap score. I go 1 just because I don't like it. Okay? I'm gonna say this now, and you can say it's wrong. With every film or media, okay, you could say you hate it, and there's 3,000 people that say they don't like it. Okay? Are they wrong for saying they like it? No, you're just wrong. In their case, they just don't like. You don't like it, and in their case, they do. It's simple as that. Film is good for people.
Yeah, but Josh, One Eye. It's called grading it properly. Okay? Do you see me and Ginger Bear grading it wrongly? It's not like we're grading these episodes 2, 1. We're giving it our score of a 3. Was there something in the episode that was important to the overall plot of the story? No, there wasn't. There was a lot of backstory. There was a lot of things that was interesting to certain characters, but overall, for the whole season and the story that it's trying to tell, it was lackluster and could be considered rather boring for an audience member. We're giving it our proper judgment. What you do is you give it a 4 you overcorrect.
No, just thought it was worthy of a 4. If you call it overcorrecting, that's your opinion, but it's not mine.
Okay, really.
For me, backstory adds importance to the main story.
No, it doesn't. Which story adds importance to the main story? Tell me.
You get to know your characters more. You learn your characters more. Therefore, you fall in love with your characters more. That means it makes it worse when they die. There you go.
Really, what characters did we learn about?
Learn about Maggie, more about Maggie's past. A little bit more about Pope, that we finally figured out that he has kids. We learn more about Tractor.
But how is that important to the main story overall?
Because then we can use those backstories to either see how their judgments or their decisions are influenced by their backstory.
Okay. To me, that doesn't give it a 4.
Again, for you that doesn't. I'm not you, Captain C.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
okay, but that doesn't. No, I'm not getting off this either. Like
I'm sorry. You know what? Here. Let me try. So what did you not like about it? I'll tell you that much. So, like,
What I did not like about it?
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd much rather have had the little girl go with the group. Let's see. That was something I would have changed. Let me think. What else I didn't like about it? I think they spent a little too much time with Pope and the group. And I think they took up too much of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have had about 5 or 10 minutes with them expose. Pope reveals he has kids further. Maggie finally tells Hal the truth, and then they have that.
Number one, the reason why they stuck with them is because they were the only good thing about this episode that was intriguing.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
That was the only reason why they stuck with Pope, Maggie, and Hal longer than they should have. Because they were the only interesting story in subplot. There was nothing else that was interesting. What was interesting? What else was interesting? Matt getting with it, like trying to help out the Skitter girl when you know she's going to leave. We all knew she was going to leave. She wasn't going to stay. There literally, there's an injured person who I don't even think makes it.
No, he dies of dehydration or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. He dies of dehydration. There's literally, the only moment you have with Weaver is when it's revealed that Hector is an ex-military soldier. That's the only thing that you have with Weaver. Everything else is completely. The only good part about this episode is the stuff with Pope, Maggie, and Hal.
Yeah, I feel like they could have dialed down on the backstories, you know, like.
Honestly, I feel like they could have. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I understand it's a March Charleston, and I get that it can be kind of boring, and it wasn't boring. It was still intriguing, but they could have added more things to the episode. They could have added, like, I don't know, maybe they're running out of fuel and they have to go to a town to find fuel or something.
They could have added an ambush.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been other things, you know. There could have been other things in there. That's why we said boring. So, like, when you say, like, it's a 4, do you understand what we're talking about? It's not really a 4, boy. It's not.
Yeah, well, yeah. Honestly, I mean, like, it's all right if you found like everything.
Can I be honest? I probably put it as a 4 because it was late at night and I just didn't care to give it an honest grade at that point. I was tired and I wanted to get off the show.
Fine, but you're on the podcast. You have to give it an honest grade.
Fine, probably 3.5. Yeah, I'll change it right now.
Well, I feel like you're doing it because of.
We're telling you to, and that's not.
Yeah, you know what? Well, like, I don't know, like, if you find a time, but just well, don't have asset, you know, like. I mean, I get it. It's only a TV show. I get that, but.
Well, it's not just that. No, it's not just that. It's like have an honest opinion about it. That's fine. Me and Juniper are trying to have an honest opinion about it. But the other thing is that, like, when you say it's a 4, it's like there's no way that's a 4. Come on, man. That you can't do that. It's almost like you're saying a 4 because you want to be better than me and Gingerbeard.
What? I don't. Again.
It's not a competition about.
And it's not a I never said it was. Like I said before, what you might think is a good film, some people might not think it's a good film. What you might think is a bad film, some people might think it's a good film. I'm just saying.
That's not the point. That's not the point. When you're doing an honest review, you have to take out all the audiences. It's your review. You can't let the audience judge. It seems like you're letting the audience dictate what you're going to review it as.
I'm not. I did not take account of an audience. Again, like I just said, it was late. I was tired. I just wrote down a number. Maybe I wasn't being completely honest in that moment.
It was half-assed.
You were.
Yeah, I was being half-assed.
And it's still half-assed because it's a 3.5.
Well, so you're saying you didn't really care about the episode?
No.
It sounds to me like you really liked the episode.
Well, so and so and I'm not trying to be mean. And you gave it a 4 just because.
How about this?
No.
I'll be fair.
No.
It's a 1. There you go.
What? Oh my god. Okay. Well, so
Whatever.
Better move on. This game is getting out of hand.
Whatever. I'm getting annoyed by this.
Me too.
So am I. So.
Okay. Anyway. So.
Well, you're the one who caused the problem.
It's like, I'm gonna, okay, I'm going a little off topic. It kind of reminds me of Blade Runner reviews. I fucking hated the movie. It was shit.
Which one, the original or the remake?
A remake.
Oh yeah, the remake was crap.
I never saw the original. What's up? I've heard, oh, sorry, we'll move on?
Yeah, a little bit long.
Alright, yeah, so. Alright.
So that's episode 9. We're almost done. The Price of Greatness. For this episode, we found that they made Charleston.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You go. You go. Sorry.
So we found out they made a Charleston. They're settling into it. They're getting food. They're getting, they're eating.
They're getting medication for their sick.
Yeah, Tom runs into an old friend from university who is running the community. Weaver goes with Porter and Hector and meets with the general.
Oh yeah.
Of Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and surprise, Weaver's my kid's over there.
Yeah, daughter.
And it turns out her boyfriend's dead.
Died.
Yeah,
Not dead, but he's missing.
Is he an artist?
He's dead.
Well, you know what? I think the good riddance because he was a bad influence on her.
Well, no shit, he's dead.
Okay.
Anyway, so we get to Charleston. Weaver leaves the meeting with Hector and Porter and the general to deal with a fight that might break out. The second mass is being asked to put their guns, to give the guns to lockup, to be separated into housing and things like that, which is understandable. The reason why they're upset, they're a family. They've been a family for a long time. The second mass, they rely on each other, and they don't feel comfortable being split up. Yeah, which I understand why there's a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. Charleston, it seems off.
It seems a little too good to be true.
Well, yeah, like it's not all it's cracked up to be. Like it turns out, well, some of the people there are kind of dicks. Apparently.
Indeed.
Yeah. So what we find out is that Pope and his band of merry men decide they're going to rob the place to get guns.
Oh yeah.
Maggie ends up taking a gun to stop them. Everybody gets put in jail. They're trying to get Maggie out.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
she's trying to distance herself from Hal, which makes no sense.
And when the Pope when Pope got caught, he was being interrogated on like on Tom's weakness, and I think, and
I still love that scene. That's a good scene.
yeah, Pope is like, Pope is like, you want me to snitch on those guys?
He's like, I don't like Mason, and I want to take him down, but I want to take him down by myself. I'm not gonna snitch so you can do it.
I was like, what a bro.
Yeah.
This guy.
No, I think Pope doesn't. I don't think Pope hates Tom. I think he actually likes him, and I think he actually does not like Charleston, so he gets a bad vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're having they're having an internal moment because second mass. Weaver tells Hal that you need to be gracious. You need to you want to ingratiate yourself with these people because these people haven't seen action. They don't know what action is. We're more trained. And I'm just sitting there being like, well, if that's true, then shouldn't you be in charge of training?
Also,
more action.
Whose fault is it that they're not seeing action? Because all they've been doing is hiding.
Yeah, well,
they've been hiding, so it's their fault.
Yeah,
technically.
It's kind of like how oh my god, it's kind of like in a allegory to what's happening with the army, with soldiers, to overseas while their families are still at home.
So there's a meeting going on. So basically, I guess there's an election where Tom's friend has to prove that he should be still in charge. He's hoping Tom will back him. It turns out Tom won't because Tom is Tom, and he wants to fight the aliens like we all do, like the fans do and all that stuff. So everybody, it's actually quite amazing how when I say when a president is born, it's Tom is going to become the president of this universe. It's pretty clear and obvious. Tom is destined to be the leader.
The ruler of the country?
Well, leader, he's destined to be the next leader. You can tell right away. Everybody shuts up. Everybody listens. He inspires people. You can clearly see it. He's very good with his words. He thinks before he says something. He thinks before he does something. He's very thought-provoking.
Conscious.
And in a lot of good commanders, especially presidents, they exceed this type of thing where you can see it on any president's face that they're really good. You can see that they. What the fuck?
My phone just
went off.
Spoke to me. So I'm putting this out in my pocket because that was creepy. Anyway, you were saying?
Anyway, so basically what you'll see this a lot in presidents is that when they take a moment and they're gathering their thoughts and they're thinking how they would respond to this question. And you see it a lot in Tom, where he thinks. He's very good at strategizing how he's going to say something, how he's going to inspire people, what is he going to say. And some people would say it's calculative. It's calculative to an intelligent point. He's very, obviously he's a professor. He's intelligent.
Well, obviously.
He's not stupid.
Well, it kind of helps that he's also a history buff, because...
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. He's relating history. He's giving people hope by doing that, by hey, look, everybody's been through this. We went through this once before in the Revolutionary War. We went through this in the Civil War. He's relating this to that so that people can understand it.
Yeah.
Is George
digest it.
Yeah, it's is George Washington give up when he crossed the river? No. But did Abraham Lincoln give up when the war started or something like that. But yeah, like no.
Yeah. All right, my favorite moment is actually that moment when Tom is giving his speech and telling them that this is wrong and we're leaving. You know, like the second mass is leaving. We're not staying. This clearly isn't the place for us. Like this isn't what we wanted. It's clear, and I enjoyed that moment because they had their time. Everyone in the second mass had their time. And they realized this isn't for us. We don't like it. It's not family. Like we're a family. This doesn't feel family. It feels like a dictatorship.
Yeah. I would say so. I mean, like as I
remember, and then immediately a coup breaks out. Like immediately after that, like a coup breaks out of who's going to be in charge. And then, again, it's poor timing. It's poor timing on the Skitter's part. The minute the coup takes out, Red Eye shows up to basically...
all the time in the world, it had to be in that moment where everybody's all like riled up and so
they want to fight.
Yeah, so, I think it's time.
Yeah, so that was my favorite moment. What was your guys' favorite moment?
My favorite moment was when Arthur gets thrown in prison.
Damn straight.
My favorite, possibly Pope, when not selling out, Tom.
Okay.
That was the second moment.
Yeah.
All right.
Same.
So this is the episode where we learn a lot about Charleston. Our grades for the episode, again, 1 through 5. I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
3.
I liked it. Honestly, I liked learning about the civilization, Charleston. It was not what I expected.
I'll say.
I was expecting a little bit more utopia, a little bit more freedom and stuff like that. That's kind of how I think they... And you know what? I think this actually goes into something where it's like when you think and in your head it's better than reality.
Yeah.
I think you overestimated and I think you oversold Charleston to yourself, which is why Charleston sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of like a ha-ha made you look or something like that, so.
Yeah, I also didn't like how they treated Anne when she got there. Like, Anne literally is like, I've been a doctor for like the past 2 years, and then they immediately say, like, oh, you're a pediatrician. Here, you have a couple kids for you. And it's like, dude, she's been a doctor.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Like, she's been treating adults and children for the past 2 years. Give her something that was respectful for her station. Just don't give her what she's used to.
Yeah, the doctor was seem like a kind of a
asshole.
Well, like when she talked back to him and he's like, fine, jeez.
I didn't like him.
I didn't like him either.
I didn't like him.
He's a doctor? Him? Wow, that's impossible.
All right. So your Bears, what was your score?
3.5.
All right, so we're all the same.
Yeah.
All right, final episode. Final episode.
Oh shit! This episode.
This is the best episode, probably.
It's the most
action-packed episode, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A more perfect union.
What is that what's called?
That's what it's called. The episode title is A More Perfect Union. Episode 10, Season 2. This episode, we find that that the aliens have relayed to us early in the episode because we know Red Eye's here for a meeting. It starts right off to Red Eye basically telling them that, like, you guys don't realize what you had. You had the commander of the entire Eastern Front.
You should
the entire Eastern Front, and you let him go. And I'm just sitting there being like...
They went out to a face palm like I did when they found that out.
Yeah, no, I face palm, and then I immediately said, God damn it.
Yeah, I did say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that'd be the second time I face upon, because the first time it was when Tom went with the aliens.
So we figure out that it's going to be like it's going to be a final assault. It's a suicide mission supposedly. The general doesn't believe Red Eye.
Of course.
Because of course, why not? But, of course, we're going to have to deal with this crap. And then Tom and Weaver sign up for the mission. They sign the second mass up for the mission. General lets him go because he does. It's not no loss to him because
he doesn't give a shit.
Going.
Which helps.
And then when they leave the room, he immediately sends his captain to go kill the skitters.
Oh yeah.
Them backfires on them.
Yeah.
It kind of, so they don't get Red Eye in the assault, and they're trying to like pin it. Ben doesn't know who did it because Ben was there.
Oh yeah, he's back. Yeah, Ben's back.
Yeah, Ben's there. Tom and Weaver don't have time for this. They have an assault to prepare for on the tall aliens. Everyone in the second mass is getting ready for it. Anthony's going, Di's going, Pope and his wreckers are going, including Sergeant Hector's going, and he and Pope have a make-up moment where he's like, "You can listen to me," and he's like, "Yeah."
I just remembered. Oh.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Okay, but keep going. God damn it. I remember what happened. God damn it.
I mean, we knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, we
So
know.
they go to the so we go to the Ben takes them to the base of operations. The aliens apparently are building a weapon that we don't know what for. We know it's going to be devastating. Again, we don't know to what degree. And they're building it here near Charleston. So they go to the base. They go underground through the underground tunnel, and they blow a hole into the base. And surprise, surprise! It's almost like I'm going to be honest with you. It reminded me of the bunny from what was it, Hoodwing? Where? He's like, Red. Surprise! It's a surprise party. Surprise!
Oh, screw it. All right, I'm the bad guy. Happy? Yeah.
So basically, the first assault doesn't work. Everybody gets captured. Di dies. Sorry.
Fuck.
Cameron makes out with Hal.
Cameron pisses Hal. Maggie's pissed because Hal gets knocked out at this point.
Yeah.
Weaver and Tom are being tortured, and then we find out the magic surprise. Anne's pregnant.
And it's Tom's.
Whoops. The secret's out.
Also, I'm going to be honest with you. They did something to the baby. I understand that it seems like it was a split second. We all know something happened. They did something to the baby. We know.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Well, I know.
It wouldn't be falling skies if the baby wasn't affected.
Well, I know.
At some point.
I know something happened to Hal. Well, when he was.
Something definitely happened to Hal, but we're going to get to there.
Yeah. Okay.
So Tom breaks free. They all break free. Tom kills the tall alien finally.
Thank God.
It was satisfying when he drove that thing into his chest. And you're like, yeah.
Yes! Die.
Oh, and Red Eye. Oh.
Yeah, he dies.
I liked him.
Red Eye dies, which I was like, Red Eye, I'm sorry.
I'll miss you,
I was so excited. I literally yelled out, "Die, you tall fuck! Why did you die? You killed Red Eye!"
I say, eat them apples, bitch.
And then they set the explosives. They blow up the base. We think everything's good. Hal's still knocked out, but that's okay. We'll get it. We'll cover. We get to Charleston. We have a badass moment where they all enter Charleston. It's like, it's done.
And then...
No. You're going too far ahead.
No.
As usual.
Stop.
You're saying?
As usual, he likes to jump. He likes to jump. He's like a rabbit where he's like, and then.
He was going to sleep.
No. So Hal goes to the medical bay. They don't know why Hal's in a coma. Where they leave Hal alone, and then Hal begins to wake up, except it's not Hal. And how do we know this? We get a preview to his eye, where the same thing that took over Tom comes out of the eyeball. Gross.
Yeah.
It goes into the ear canal.
And then he gives us a
Smile.
evil smile.
Well, telling me Karen's in charge.
Yep.
The Kubrick stare, I think, is what it's called, right?
The Kubrick stare. Yep.
Yeah, it has to be Karen. Karen's in charge.
Yeah, was she put something in him?
Well, obviously with the kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Parasite.
then, then our special friend shows up. Another alien.
Yes.
God damn it.
I was
Another alien.
Well, I mean, I
hope he's good.
We all hope he's good.
That's right. Well, when it removed his helmet, I was like, oh my god, there's other aliens. Woo! Like,
I was like, yeah, I did that. I'm like, wow, you gotta be kidding me.
I was like, yeah, revolution. I was
This
hoping.
is actually this is what I said. I said, literally, it's the French.
I knew it. That's what I said too.
The French are coming. The French
It's
are
the
coming.
French. Because if the tall alien and the Skinners are supposed to be the British and German, they're the Germans and the British, then that means that the new alien that just appeared are the French.
Indeed.
Well, Red Eye, it became more American than they'll ever know.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some would say he was more human than we all were.
Oh, fuck me.
Red Eye. We thought we were teaching Red Eye. Red Eye was teaching us.
I wish your other eye was blue and a third eye white. You know, because
Red, white,
Yep. USA.
And then the Hulk Hogan song plays.
Proud to be an American. I'm a real American.
I forgot how this was all goes. Okay. Oh God. Yeah. So
our favorite moment, my favorite moment, the moment the alien died.
Oh my. Yes.
I think that's a collective moment we all share.
And if anyone wants to know, I yelled out, "I've never been more hard in my time."
Oh my God.
I was jerking it and I was
So did I. That was amazing.
Now, my favorite moment is when the new aliens arrived because I was like, yes.
That's when it got interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment. And then, so my grade for this episode, 4 new aliens out of 4.
Same.
Okay, I honestly like this episode a lot, so I give it a 5.
You know what?
And you respect that.
Yeah, I do because because this episode is more deserving of a high grade if you think about it, because
You got that right. This is probably one of the best. This is better than the season 1 finale, hands down. And it had a better cliffhanger with the alien showing up.
Yeah.
oh yeah, like the first cliffhanger where I didn't was shaking my head or face palm.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly, it was one of the first. It was one of the first cliffhangers that didn't want me throwing my remote into the TV and then immediately regretting it because I broke my TV.
Fuck, I hate when that happens.
Anyway, but this has been another episode of the Campbell Podcast. Join us the Tuesday after, when we do Falling Skies Season 3, Part 1 through 5.
Woo! We hope. We'll see you there.
Live long and prosper.
I'll be back.
I'll be right here. Yeah, with that reference, as
Get away from her, you.
that works.
Anyway, bye.
Bye. Adios, amigos. Alrighty.